Good morning and ch.2 students. Today we are going to start chemical properties of acid. Please refer to the basic properties of acids and bases in my previous video so that you can come to know in more detail about the chemical properties. The first property of acid is when acid reacts with metal, it forms metallic salt and hydrogen gases evolve. So, if I take an example of acid, I have given the examples in my previous video: HCl, H2SO4. These are the examples of acid. Hydrochloric acid, sulfuric acid. So, these are the examples of acid that we are going to react with any metal. So, for example, I take hydrochloric acid, HCl. When HCl reacts with any metal, for example, sodium. Sodium is a metal. So when it reacts, it forms metallic salt. So as we know, NaCl is a metallic salt, sodium chloride, and with that hydrogen gas should be evolved. Now let us check whether the reaction is balanced or not. Here hydrogen is 2, here hydrogen is only 1. So we need to balance hydrogen. So I am placing 2 over here. So 2H, here also H2. Now here Cl will be 2. Here Cl is only 1. So I give 2 over here, 2 NaCl. Now here 2 Na, here also single Na is there. So I give 2 over here. Now the reaction is balanced, if you see. In left hand side, hydrogen 2, as you see over here. Here also hydrogen 2 at the right hand side. Then Cl 2 times on the left hand side. Here also Cl 2 times on the right hand side. Then here sodium 2 on the left hand side, here also 2 on the right hand side. So the total reaction is when hydrochloric acid reacts with sodium, it forms sodium chloride and hydrogen gases evolve. Let us take one more example. Let us take sulfuric acid this time. So I take sulfuric acid over here, H2SO4. Now this reacts with zinc. For example, zinc is a metal. So sulfuric acid reacts with zinc metal, as our general reaction says. Acid plus metal gives metallic salt. So here salt will be formed, that is zinc sulfate. This is the salt that will be formed, and hydrogen gas will be evolved. Now let us check it is balanced or not. Here H2 on the left hand side, here also H2 on the right hand side. Here SO4 on the left hand side, here SO4 on the right hand side. Then zinc is 1 on left hand side, and here also on right hand side zinc is 1. So this reaction is balanced. So this reaction can be read as when sulfuric acid reacts with zinc, it forms zinc sulfate and hydrogen gases evolve. So these are the examples of chemical property when acid reacts with metal, forms metallic salt and hydrogen gases evolve. Now let us go to the second chemical property of acid. What happens when acid reacts with metal carbonate? For example, you should know what is metal carbonate. Examples of metal carbonate I can take as calcium carbonate. Calcium is a metal and CO3 is the carbonate ion. So calcium carbonate is a metal carbonate. We can also take another example, MgCO3, magnesium carbonate. This is also metal carbonate. Now let us react acid with this. So I am taking right now over here HCl. When HCl, that is hydrochloric acid, reacts with metal carbonate, that is calcium carbonate, what happens? This calcium will react with Cl to form a salt, as you have written over here. It will form a metal salt and carbon dioxide gas will be liberated. So I will write over here metal salt and carbon dioxide will be evolved, CO2. Now let us see. Here Ca reacts with Cl and forms CaCl2, that is calcium chloride, and CO2 is removed. Now let us see it is balanced or not. Here H is 1, Here there is no H, you can see over here there is no H over here. Then CaCO3, CaCl2 will be formed, correct? So here CaCl2 is formed. Now what happens? This one H and there is one oxygen remaining over here. As you see, oxygen is 3 over here and here oxygen is only 1. So what will happen? It will react and give water also as a byproduct, H2O. Okay? So this H is now concerned. Here H is 2 on the right hand side. Here is H1, so I will give 2 over here. So you can see 2H on the left hand side. Now right hand side also has H in the form of water, so H2. Now Cl is 2 over here. Here also Cl is 2 on the right hand side. Similarly, calcium is 1. Here also calcium is 1 on right hand side. Here CO3. So here CO2 and 1 oxygen over here, so 3. So oxygen is also balanced. So we can read this reaction as when hydrochloric acid reacts with calcium carbonate, it forms calcium chloride, carbon dioxide and water is released. So what happens over here? There is one more byproduct obtained, H2O. So this is our general reaction. Acid when reacts with metal carbonate forms metal salt plus carbon dioxide plus water. Now let us go for another example of metal carbonate with another acid. For example, I am taking another acid as H2SO4, sulfuric acid, H2SO4. Now what happens? This magnesium will try to react with SO4 as I have done in Ca. Same way this magnesium forms magnesium sulfate salt. So what happens? Magnesium sulfate will be there, MgSO4 plus as usual CO2 will be released and one water molecule will be released, H2O. Now let us see this balanced or not. On left hand side H is 2, on right hand side H is 2, on left hand side SO4, on right hand side SO4, then on left hand side Mg is 1, right hand side Mg is 1, then CO3, here is CO2 and 1 oxygen over here, so 3. So everything is balanced inside this reaction. So this balanced reaction can be read as when sulfuric acid reacts with magnesium carbonate, it forms magnesium sulfate plus carbon dioxide gas plus water. So these are the basic first two chemical properties of acid. We are understanding the chemical properties of acid. First property, acid plus metal gives metallic salt plus what H2. This is what I have given for example. This is the second property. Second property, acid plus metal carbonate gives metal salt plus carbon dioxide plus water. And these are its examples. Thank you.